Admittedly, 2 Skoros is not the most scary thing in the world, but I'll tell you what they do well. Teleport right next to people's houses and be like, yo, let me blow your house down. That is exactly what our Skoros are gonna be doing. Let's get good. I am the gamer under development, and this is Endless Legends Symbiosis. We are picking up right where we left off. We just finished a Burrow Street, and we got this cool new world quest. Check this out, guys. It is always a concern when the sages and seers begin to speak in capital letters. Oh, I get that now. Oh, I get that now. Okay, so guys, for the Endless, the case of letters they use had more meaning than like position and sentence. It actually implied more emphasis and stuff, which is really cool. Anyways, that's what they mean by begin to speak in capital letters, if you didn't know. That's super cool. Now they are even rolling their eyes and pulling their tresses. Speaking of ancient spirits of Auriga and manifestations of the lost, apparently the dark season can bring on unexpected effects. An ancient air guardian of Auriga is peacefully roaming the wilds, and it is clear that one of these beings of colossal power would be a great asset to your empire. To recreate it, however, you must first defeat it and learn its secrets. Make haste to that region. If you defeat the Guardian and the powers of this Colossus, then the powers of this Colossus will be yours to command. Wait, for real? Okay, wait, so you can get the Tome of Endless Savagery from this and 800 dust, but the real question is, do we get the Guardian? Because if we get the Guardian, that is the most worthwhile prize right now. We could go right after him. In 3 turns, we will have a fungal growth in that region. If we don't want to wait that long, we could always use one of our Urkans to go there. Question is, which Urkan would we take? Potentially Fakir. Fakir is the one that has charge. I wish I could actually, like, read his abilities somehow. The fact that I can't really do that is kind of annoying. I wonder if I made him an army if I could do it. I bet you I could. Nope. I would still just get the little icons for them. I wouldn't be able to actually, like, read what the little icons do, which is kind of frustrating, but whatevs. Okay. This army of 6 is right here next to the Alayi, and it is gathering pearls. All these pearls belong to us, Alayi. Bugger off. Okay. So now that we have that, we should probably send these guys... Well, I mean, actually, given how much health they've regened, if we just send these guys back down to Endiger, we could just move our hero to that unit and be fine. He can move in 2 turns, so that works, honestly. I think we might do that. In which case, we should use these guys to grab up some pearls while we can. There is 1 pearl. Are there any more in this area? No, but there are some over here and over here. So I'm gonna grab this army right here and go get that one. Or that 3, I believe that was. And then with this army, we'll begin to move them towards these. That'll give us 2 more pearls if they get there in time. Abbey of Anomalies is going down. That's awesome. Abbey of Anomalies generates a lot of additional resources. ×2 for every FIDS on that tile. And in this case, that is everything except for influence, which is sad, because getting that bonus to influence would have been great as well. Oh, and approval. We didn't get approval from this either, which is also sad, but still, it's not a bad thing to have. And realistically, once we place another burrow like right here, it should level it up to 3, or not 2, not 3, but 2, which would be incredibly useful. Anyways, we are going to keep moving. Actually, give me 1 second, guys. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. My daughter was messaging on Steam. So I was letting her know I was recording. Let's see. Sorry about that, guys. I was just letting her know when I'm done, because she needs some help with something. Let's go ahead and send them down there, and I think that's gonna be it for this turn. Beautiful. Okay, what's next? Winter coming was kind of a bad thing at the moment, but we also got some extra pearls out of it, which meant we got the Abbey, so I'm not super upset about that. Skoros is now something we can build, which is awesome because we're just burning through our production right now, and basically all we're doing is building burrows and other placeable districts. So now we're gonna build something funner. That is not a word, but it is My girlfriend tells me all the time, funner's not a word, funner's not a word. I use the word funner, deal with it. Skoros is going down right here, and that will be excellent. 4 turns to get him out, and he will literally spawn right next to a Mykaran temple so that we can warp him wherever we want to. That is super cool. I'm very excited about that. I will be very surprised and disappointed if I cannot teleport my Skoros. Very, very sad, guys. Very sad. Sad good if that happens. So what we want here is really to get that army cost down, because we've got a lot of armies running right now, and we can't honestly afford them. Darn, we can't get to that minus 50% no matter what. We would have to give up everything to get there, and like that's not worth it by any means. Versus us potentially going into something else, like... No, I mean really that's it. We can't get anything particularly great other than the minus 50% military and this plus 20 science. But we can't afford to get both. So I'm gonna give up the science for just a little bit to give us the military upkeep. That'll help boost our dust substantially, at least for the entire time that is in effect. And then hopefully the next time we get our empire plan, we will have enough influence generation going and maybe have some dies to use so that we'll be able to push and get more things. But for right now, that military upkeep cost reduction is great for us because we do have all the Urkans, and I don't know what the military upkeep cost on them is, but I'd imagine they're not free. I'm very much guessing that they are not free. I could be wrong though, I really could. If they are free, that makes them even better. No wait, military upkeep right there is 80. Another 8 for each Urkan lice, and those spawn on their own, so they sort of increase the amount you're spending whether you like it or not. Okay, let's keep moving these guys down. One more turn before we can assign our hero to that group, the one that has Zolya's Blade. And in the meantime, the hero that has Zolya's Blade is going down here to grab this pearl. And we're gonna go see what else we can get from here. Getting the strategic intensifier would be our next goal, I think. Mainly just because if we can put that down, once again, it's just more really, really great placeable district stuff that you can upgrade. Okay, that should be it. Ending our turn. I really want to, like, I think these guys are from a quest that we started over here like 10 turns ago. And they're just sitting there. Like, I'm surprised the cultists haven't killed them for XP at this point. 5 great beams of dust light illuminate the planet as far as the eyes can see. The Vaulters has reached chapter 1 out of 5 of the victory quest. Weak sauce, so they are going for a quest victory right now, and they are making progress. We did get a new watchtower and a new Titan Bones extractor though, which is excellent. And the upcoming winter effect is minus 50% dust on trade routes, plus 50% science. Awesome. I'm sold. Let me have all that science. It's so much better. We do have people disposing of our fungal growths all over the place right now, which is kind of annoying, but that's fine. Honestly, it really is fine. They destroy a couple of them, we'll be okay. If it's something integral, something that we really, really need, we will probably end up fighting them for it and taking it back. But I mean, at this point, we don't even have the highest end strategic resources, which is the only thing I would super, super fight for right now. Like, if we had a Hyperium deposit and they tried to take that from us, I would totally fight over that. But am I gonna fight them over a glass steel node up here? No. No. It's just not worth it. Okay. So that is a completed battle, and then right here we'll pop the emeralds. Let's go take a look in here and see what other fun luxuries we can get that we're not currently running. So we could hit Moonleaf up right here. I'm just gonna go for it. Basically, we are in the pop all the boosters mode of gameplay. And when we get in this mode, we just continuously pop boosters to accelerate the growth of our city, our armies, everything, as quickly as possible. Now, I need to, once again, what's not in effect? I don't think that we have any production boost running from Titan Bones, so we could buy our way into some of those. Hydromial, I believe, is, yeah, that's minus hero upkeep, which isn't great, but it's not terrible either. Pixie Blood would actually be kind of good for us, except for it's only on cities, so I guess it's not that great. If there were more spices, I would absolutely buy into spices as well. Spices are excellent. Titan Bones are even more excellent. Like, if we can get enough of these to pop them, we will. We'll just get them right now. 24. So 10, 20, and another 4 will put us where we need to be to get those. And now we can go ahead and pop those as well, and we just have tons and tons of boosts running right now. Skoros is down by 1 turn just from us popping the Titan Bones, and we're not even in production. If we put everybody here into production, you can only imagine how quickly another turn falls off. So 2 turns to pop out a Guardian, that's absolutely nuts. Like, that's not a bad thing. We're almost close enough to get to 1 turn to pop them out, but a lot of that is also using the Luxuries to boost, and that's why the Luxuries in Endless Legend are so important. In fact, the technology to get luxury resources off the market is hugely important for that reason too. Because as long as you keep buying luxuries off this market, you can keep popping those bonuses, and even if you were behind, it allows you to find a way to climb back into it. So one of the things that I find myself doing a lot in that regard is I will like specifically focus on economy early on, and maybe I fall a little bit behind on military or something else, but it usually ends up being fine, and the reason it ends up being fine is because I get to this stage of the game and I'm just like, hey, guess what? I may not have the best military, but you know what I do have? A ton of dust. I got a ton of dust. And once you have a ton of dust, you just start liquidating like that, and it's all good. Are those Delvers? They are. Is this a... Oh. Why, hello. We have 2 Delvers villages on Empire, but if we kill these guys and convert their villages, that'll be even more. So we should probably do that while we're over here. But of course, the main thing for us is getting to that quest icon. I really want to know what happens next with the Mykaran quest. And I've also heard from enough people at this point that if you get to towards the end of their quest, they get some really phenomenal bonuses. So I'm kind of pushing out for that as well. Let's send them in here to go after these quest enemies, and you guys can collect some more pearls for us. I believe there was one up there as well. Excellent, good job. Good job. You get all them pearls. And while you're at it, you should probably come down here and destroy that village. Okay. You guys are moving in on these quest mobs, and honestly, I'm gonna clear out the Hydras here too. Vine snakes, sorry. I mean, let's be honest, they're Hydras. Anyway. We're gonna kill these guys, and then we'll clear the Vine Snake villages if we can. It shouldn't be too much of an issue to do that. One of the armies... Okay, so by doing that, we got 20 Dust Water, which is awesome because... We have Dust Water currently running? We do. We do, but as soon as it runs out, we can just pop it again. And I mean, that's my point. Look at how much dust we're gonna generate if we're just constantly using that. We're just constantly boosting our dust every turn. Like, there's no way that you don't sort of scale back out. And that's basically one of the most effective strategies I've used in my time playing Endless Legend. Is to maybe focus a little bit on econ just as you hit the mid-game, and then really buy out those luxuries so that you can stay boosted the whole time. Obviously, it's more effective if you can just gather all the luxuries, but given our one city, that's not such a viable strategy for us. And we just picked up Dust Refinery too, which means even more additional dust. And we know we're going to build it fast because of how much production we have. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that we're going to have that thing ridiculously quickly. 1 turn. It's happening next turn. Like, we're literally pumping things out too quickly. Let's make another Skoros. We paid for military upkeep. We're going to get our military upkeep's worth. In the meantime, though, I'm also going to pump as many pop as I can into food so that we can potentially get another population even faster. Doesn't look like that's even gonna help. We're so far out that it's not gonna do much. Let's go ahead and cut it down then so that we're only giving food enough to get 2. There, perfect. Leave the rest into production, and if we wanted to, we could push some more into dust. We should also go up here and see if there's any new cultist heroes available. There are not. We could use a spy hero though, so I will be... There we go, like that guy. Spying 3, that's what we want. So in order to pick him up, we will probably need to sell something here. We do have a ton of gold, though. So we can sell gold, and it's not a big issue. We are how far out? Reasonably far out. No, we'll just wait till next turn. We're not going to sell enough to get him very quickly. Anyway, we will pop Dust Water, though, which will take us up to 248 dust per turn. I want you guys to keep this in mind. 248 dust per turn, and none of our people are in dust. None of them. If we just put 1 in there... It goes up by, what, 15 points? Not really worth it. If it was more than 15 points, sure, but since it's only 15 dust, I'm not really going to worry about it. I'll keep everybody in food and production because that's going to do more for us. The fact that we will be able to pump out Scoros super quick and then just teleport them wherever we want is incredibly cool, guys. Just think about that for a minute. What happens when we get the other better Guardians? Huh? Huh? We just go and launch Guardians everywhere and people not gonna know what to do with them. Plus we have a bonus if we declare war on someone within the next 10 turns, we get some extra dust. So who do we want to declare war on? Okay, the Vaulters are way ahead. Way ahead. I think what we ought to do is see if we can get the Alayi to join us in a war against the Vaulters. Now, in that war, we would actually be the closer faction, which means the Vaulters would probably come after us first. And for that reason, I would mainly focus on just defending our territory and being like, oh yeah, we're totally with you guys, totally. Not really. Anyways, that's kind of shady, but we'll make it work. So we have the Telsum Warriors here, along with Faresh Zima II. We about to put them down. And we are going to do it with Zolya's Blade. I love the idea that we are getting vengeance with Zolya's Blade. Especially since it glows, it just looks cool. Okay, we'll move him here maybe? And him here, I like that better. Mainly because it keeps these guys from sort of running over here and just beating all of our ranged units down, because now we have a tank that is here and ready to defend. I actually kind of want him to go straight for their hero. I don't know if I'm being overzealous with that, but I think that he has a gear advantage on their hero and can probably just crush them. And I think their hero is more dangerous than their their infantry guys. So let's see what happens. Woo yeah! Minus 124. Whoop that hero down. He dead. He dead as dead. Yeah, he's dead. Oh, look at this, guys. This is beautiful. We're gonna win this, and I bet you we aren't even gonna have a unit take damage. I bet you. Well, I mean, other than guys that get hit back. I mean, we'll take strike back damage, but that's it. I don't think we're gonna have any of our ranged units get hit here at all. Yeah, we're gonna take strike back damage, and that's about it. Like, our ranged units will remain completely safe. Those people that say the Mykaran combat units are weak, they're not weak. You just kind of have to work them right. And like, I did it wrong, or like, you guys were watching when I did it wrong and I sent units the wrong way and they just got whacked and it was terrible. So I understand that like, it's easy to feel like the Mykaran units are weak because, at least in my experience, the range guys are squishy. But if you use the tanks correctly, if you get that initiative, if you establish control of the battlefield, those squishies do a lot of damage. A lot of damage. And that's what's happening right now, is we're just crushing them because of that damage. Get them, boys. Finish it. I wonder if we've upgraded our units since we hit the new era, not error, era. And I bet you we probably haven't. That's something we should probably look into, though, because they're probably not even operating with the correct level of gear right now. But everybody leveled up and nobody died. Hey, that's what we talking about. We got the Testament of the Urkans, minus 30% science and food on city. A cryptic tome offering half-truths and speculation of the great Urkan beast. Costly investigations will need to be performed before this becomes useful knowledge. So it's expensive to build, and it just gives you negatives. And it's probably going to be tied to a quest. Nailed it. That's going to be fun. Not really. Okay. The Vaulters, or the Vaulter Fallen, have been avenged in part. Faresh Zima, a woman from the lineage of the Butcher, is dead. I can feel the collective's condemnation. But the Mykara don't understand this is justice, an unexpected boon. Zima carried an ancient tome of the Urkans. Wouldn't it be even sweeter to complete our vengeance with their instrument of our slaughter? Oh, I love it. Okay, so as much as I hate the idea we're gonna have to use that item, I love the story. Okay, here we go. I still feel the Mykara's disapproval, but I also feel their acceptance. Every day, our union grows stronger. My thoughts entangle with the collectives, such that I am sometimes unsure where my mind ends and the Mykara's begins. Calmed, I follow threads of meditation deeper and deeper into the distant past. I witness that the Mykara and the Urkans have clashed many times over the ages. The cycle is always the same. The Urkans emerge from the heart of Auriga and wander the land, wreaking havoc, I think that's meant to be wreaking havoc, on the fledgling cultures they encounter. Before they can strike a terminal blow, though, the Mykara rise up from the depths and pacify the beasts. Interesting, so the Mykara naturally exist to sort of counterbalance the Urkans, which kind of makes you wonder whether the Urkans and the Mykara were like both part of some shared experiment by the Endless? Could be. Equip a hero with Testament of the Urkans tome and have them govern your main city for 8 turns. 8 turns? Are you kidding me? And we're on fast. I am so sorry for everybody that gets this quest on normal speed. That is insane. 8 turns of pain, pain, pain. But I guess we'll have to deal with it. So having Monster Hunter here doesn't help us at all anymore. Like, this guy is just done over here. We talked about potentially picking up Indiana Bones, but thankfully discussions in the comments led me to that being a terrible idea. So I think we're gonna start over here with the plus defense to heroes and try to work our way up to the additional accessory slot and the no penalties on winter. That seems like a good plan. Alright, so that hero is all done. We do need to come over to our city hero though and put that awful book on the hero. That's not something I'm excited about. But thankfully we can drop that fortification thing. That's not a super important one for us to have. Ugh. Here we go, guys. Are you ready to be in pain? Okay, so the Urkan... That is not the Urkan book. That is not what I grabbed. That is what I grabbed. Thank you. Okay, so the Urkan Book of Pain is now in existence. It's a thing we have. It's super fun. Not really. It looks like it hardly affected our food, though. I'm more worried about it affecting our science because I think we're already kind of behind on science a little bit. Then again, in a minute, we're gonna have 2 Skoroses, and science isn't gonna matter at all anyway. So I guess it's all good. In that regard, it is all good, guys. Admittedly, 2 Skoros is not the most scary thing in the world, but I'll tell you what they do well. Teleport right next to people's houses and be like, yo, let me blow your house down. That is exactly what our Skoros are gonna be doing. We probably should have checked the gear on our Skoros, though, before we built them. I didn't even think about that. Let me go see if we can update the gear before we do our second Skoros, maybe? So we can get increased fire. I mean, honestly, we could just upgrade them, too. We can get increased fire, we can get heal. We can also go for some accessories here, and our potential options are shared wisdom. I can't remember what these do, though, so we should look at them. Shared wisdom is +1 morale to adjacent units. That's actually really good. Especially for the glass steel cost. Intimidation aura might be better, -25% initiative, that's actually way good for us. Glory of or death is not going to be 1 morale per adjacent enemy. That's actually just good if you have one of these guys that you're kind of sending out as a loner, and then free counter. So if you're sending them out as a loner, like this and free counter together are, nailed it. But for our cases, where we have them going out with armies, Intimidation aura and shared wisdom are probably our best bet for this, so I'll go ahead and make those updates to the design. Not to mention that, thankfully, those use resources that are plentiful. So we could go for this heal weapon right here, or we could go for increased fire. And I think we'll go for the heal weapon, because I don't think that many units really have that for us. Minor factions we might be able to get it off of, but having squirrels come in and heal is probably going to be useful. Although, now that I look at it, he's also got this Guardian Aura that heals the adjacent armies of an amount equal to 100% of their life. So, really, he doesn't need heal. That's kind of overkill. Instead, let's give him that for increased fire 3, which will plus 75% attack on targeted friendly unit. Wow, that's strong. Yes, we'll take that. So now the Skoros design has been updated, and if our second Skoros has not been started yet, we will re-add him to the queue with the updates. That way he will come out nice and strong and ready to go. Okay, he is all set. We're gonna go ahead and end our turn here, unless we want to buy something here, which we're not quite in the position to do yet, unless we bought that. Not worth. Ending the turn. So where's Ostok again? That's right, we had a fungal growth growing there. We should send a army over to Ostok and try to kill that Atmos now. That's totally something that we can do. Construction blocked. Oh, I bet you can only have one of each Guardian. And we already built a Skoros, so the other Skoros is like, yo, not happening. Ooh, we are actually outdone in this fight with the Nidya. How? How are we outdone in this fight? I don't understand that, but okay. I'm gonna actually fight this, because I'm not sure how they have the advantage in any way. We have giant tank units, they have little bird guys with hammers. Oh, can they stun? No, they don't even stun. They're range slayers, that's why. They are ranged slayers. That's why it's giving them the advantage. Because if they get in close, they're going to kill our damage dealers. Which is okay, though, because they're not going to. Well, okay, yeah, they are. Look at that. He just flew straight to our... Oh, no. Oh, no, this is bad. And they do AoE damage, that's why. Okay. So we're going to lose this little 3-unit army, and that's sad. I should have probably been a little bit more careful with them, but it is what it is. That's right. Yep, just lose to the ninja now. Make me sad, then. Honestly, though, we don't know for sure. Like, they could whip it out. They could come back, guys. They could do it. We have faith. Does rooting even work on flying units? It probably doesn't. That's probably the major weakness we have, is that rooting doesn't work on flying units. Darn. Darn, darn, darn. But I mean, at least they have to go head-to-head with us to kill our tank units, so that gives our tank units a chance to swing on them. Oof. But that AoE, though. That AoE is really, really strong. Now the question is... why are our guys not, like, oh... they're just barely hanging in there. This is phase 2, they're probably all gonna end up dead. They're not hitting for anything, though. They keep getting completely defended by these Nidya. And I don't know why. Improved vision, sharp senses... is their defense just through the roof? Their defense is... no, that's my guy's defense, is 117. What is their defense? Their defense is only 90. And our attack is probably higher than that, right? No, our attack's only 59. Okay, so they can full defend us. Ouch, we just lost that army. That's the first army we've lost in a lot of combats, though, so I don't feel as bad about that, but dang. Did we get wrecked. We still have this 6-unit army right here, though, and that'll be perfect for finishing off that region as well as finishing this quest. Bye, Felicia. You dead. Okay, so now that he is dead, that should complete that quest, and we're gonna come over here and complete those Nidyas. We're gonna kill the Nidyas. They're gonna be done. Skoros probably cannot be built because we already have an existing Skoros. That's my guess. And he is ready to go already. We're gonna retrofit him first, and then we're gonna teleport him somewhere. Where do we want to teleport Skoros? We could teleport him right... oh, no, that's right. We want to teleport him up here. We want to teleport him up here so we can go after Atmos. That's what we doing. We want to kill that Atmos. He gonna be ours. And you guys are gonna teleport as well, right up there. Good, 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 good. Here we go. We got 15 Mithrite from exploring those ruins, which is excellent, because that'll let us build some new stuff too. More importantly, though, we have a Skoros and a big army up in that region that we know the Atmos is in. And if we can find a nice teleport, we can honestly send this other army up too. But I don't know where the nearest teleport is. I think it's that right there, which would be 2 turns out, and not necessarily as worth it as destroying this. Choices, choices, choices. Okay. I think we're gonna go ahead and go towards the temple, though. I think teleporting here is more important, and we can always come over and finish these guys off later. Let's go see what our luxuries look like. Anything in the need of being popped? No, everything's fine. Sounds great. Wait a minute, is Dustwater not going right now? Or Dust Orchid, I'm sorry. Dust Orchid is not going right now. Can we get Dust Orchids? And if we can't... oh, yes, we can. Oh, yes, we can. How many do we have and how many do we need? We have 0 and we need 25, 10, 20, and another 5. And watch the numbers we bring in skyrocket. Shablam. Now we bringing in all the things. Even more dust, even more influence, even more everything. And yeah, okay, so that other Skoros cannot be built because we have a Skoros already. So fine. That's actually kind of aggravating. Let's go take a look at the dredges, because we do have a mission to build, like, enough dredge units to, like... or 2, I think it's only 2 we need. I think it's 2 we need. I'm gonna give them stun. No, stun means they don't get a shield. I'd rather have them have a shield and have... oh, they still get a shield and stun. That's great. That's actually amazing. I will take that with no questions asked. We'll go ahead and get our basic tier 3 stuff on them. And there we go. The Dredge 2 is ready to go. We're gonna go ahead and make a couple of those guys, because we need to have 2 of them garrisoned for 5 turns in one of our cities to complete one of our quests. Which one is that? It's the Festival of Dust, and that'll give us the Band of Merriment, which is actually going to be really useful to put on our hero if we have any issues with happiness, but it doesn't look like we're going to, so maybe that's not that useful. Still, quest completions are always good. They give you XP, they do nothing but good things for you, so always go for those if you can. What do we have left up here? Nothing, because we just sent our unit away. Okay, that's fine. All of our units are all in on this Atmos thing up here. If we get Atmos right here, guys, if we get Atmos right here, then we can just, like, declare war on somebody and go. Like, no joke. We can declare war on somebody, send our Urkans over, and just go after them, and that would be awesome. Okay, so that is done. Go ahead and check this out. We hit Age of Industry Era 4, which is awesome, because that means we should have access to dust gear now, which we really like. Oh no, we popped out those dredges way too quickly. Oh lord. More stuff coming. More stuff coming. Bad news, another empire has begun disposing of one of your fungal blooms. So yeah, the cultists gotta go, because they're killing all of our blooms up in that region, and it's starting to make me really, really angry. So we are going to take care of the cultists. They are next, and they are done for. You can mark my words, we gonna get them. Okay, so what else do we maybe want for our city heroes? Security would be great. Get us security so people don't be robbing us. Speaking of people robbing us, let's go see if we can still get that spying hero. We cannot. He is just out of our financial range, which is okay, because one turn from now he will not be, provided that I stop spending dust like it's going out of style, because that's my latest kick right now, is apparently that. Okay. We know that's at risk, and we know that you cannot build another Skoros, so we need to give you things to build. So why do you not build this cargo dock for us? Yeah, that'll work. Just, you know, get us a cargo dock. That would be awesome. You can put it right there. That's fine. I like it right there. Is there a burrow available to us? There is not quite yet, but there will be very soon. Okay, we can live with that. In the meantime, though, we should start putting out more units, so I'm going to put out a couple of tanks and a couple more Spanks, but before we do that, let's go ahead and update their builds. Actually, before we do that, let's go ahead and call this an episode. I'm sorry, guys, we just ran out of time, and, like, I totally spaced it and forgot because all the things were popping up at the beginning of the turn. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and click that like button. I hope you guys are having fun, because I'm having fun. Like, right now, we're really at this point where we're able to start cashing in on luxuries. We're able to start attacking people soon. We're able to start turning it around, and that's what I want to do. We have Guardians now. We have Urkans now. We are all set to just go after people, and that's what I want to do. We're going to take over the entirety of Auriga right now, starting with the Vaulters. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the episode, click that like button. If you want to see more, click subscribe and ding that bell notification if you actually want to know when new videos go up, because otherwise YouTube will not tell you. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!